with the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all the bull sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to enjoy stream? Sometimes you want to watch something that is truly great, and the commentary's first rate. You want to be where you can cheer when you learn a character's fate. You want to watch something that's truly great. You want to hear brain amoeba and Coldfrost saying something esoteric and yet cognate. You want to watch something that's truly great. And welcome everybody to Coldfrost Commentary, on time as always. And with me as always, well, most of the time, like 99% of the time, is Brain Amoeba.
Hello.
In the 70s, anything could solve mysteries. Explain your position, your thesis, if you were.
Anything could solve mysteries. Speed buggies could solve mysteries. Sharks could solve mysteries.
Narf,
Cavemen who were also captains could solve mysteries with their harem of teenage girls.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Captain Caveman and his teenage angels.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
You probably recognize him if I showed you a picture of him.
Is he the with the really long hair?
Yeah, he's just like a brown little furball with a big ass nose.
Yeah, yep, okay, yep. I am familiar. Yes.
Caveman.
Yep, okay.
Funky Phantoms could solve mysteries.
Funky Phantoms.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was fun. Funky Phantom was its own show.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one either.
The Funky Phantom.
Nope. I remember Jabberjaw. I understood the shark reference because I remember talking about that in school as a child, and everyone looking at me like I was some sort of insane person, referencing some show that did not exist. I was gaslit, as it were. It was very upsetting.
And of course, girl bands.
Josie and the Pussycats, yes,
could solve bands both on Earth and in space.
They went to space?
Josie and the Pussycats in Space was its own separate series.
Squirrels could solve mysteries as long as they were spies.
That's right, and they would flash people. Dogs could learn kung fu.
No, that was only in Harvey Birdman, sir.
Yes, that's right. Dogs could learn kung fu and use that to fight crime.
Did you actually ever watch Secret Squirrel as a kid? I did.
Yes, I couldn't tell you anything about it, but I know I watched on like Boomerang with like it's a Hong Kong Phooey.
Yeah, I remember Hong Kong Phooey. But Secret Squirrel had his mole companion, who was like always a downer, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. I remember the ancient magics. I wasn't there. I just remember them.
Yeah, read it in a book once.
But I guess I don't know what that has to do with Stargate Saturday, which it is. It is Stargate Saturday.
We should all remember a simpler time when mysteries could be solved by anybody with enough gumption.
Yeah, what happened to those times?
Some sort of mascot character.
What happened to those times where like Hanna-Barbera just made the same cartoon again and again and again?
Cranked them out.
You think
you got a hit show? You got a hit show in Scooby-Doo. Excellent. Make 20. Make 21. Make 20 Scooby-Doos.
And also, they did that too. There's 20 copies of 20 versions of 20 just Scooby-Doo versions, because you had Scooby-Doo, then you had Scooby-Doo with where it was Scrappy and Scooby and Shaggy, and then you also had where he had his uncle. What was his uncle's name?
Is that Scooby-Dum?
Yeah, Scooby-Dum. Yeah. There was a whole mess.
Answering the most salient question everybody had when they watched the original Scooby-Doo. What kind of family does that dog have?
An extensive one. Turns out.
I want to know that dog's family tree.
They had that question and they answered it. I guess. I guess they did. I don't know why.
Like nobody was ever asking like, who made Speed Buggy?
The real question I always had, because I had both a copy of
who sourced his Speed Buggy's wheels? Are they Firestones,
Michelin's, obviously. Michelin Man all the way. Well, what I always wondered, because I was weird like this as a kid, is I had both a VHS copy of Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School and Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf. And in both of those, Shaggy and Scooby have to deal with Dracula, but it's as if they're meeting for the first time.
You wanted to know the timeline.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is not the first time you have met Dracula.
It doesn't really make sense for the Reluctant Werewolf to be before Ghoul School, because that should have given Shaggy some sort of like monster notoriety.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe Ghoul School is first, and Dracula's just a dick who doesn't remember his kids' teachers.
Could be. You lived for a long time. You've had a lot.
If you were like my girl's like gym teacher in 5th grade, no, I don't remember you.
But yeah. Anyway,
that's my new canon. Dracula does not care for his children's teachers.
I mean, if we're to learn anything from Hotel Transylvania, I think that tracks.
Yeah.
But all right, so today is of course Stargate Saturday, not Scooby-Doo Saturday, because we would die before we finish that.
Are we counting series, movies?
If we'd have to count movies? Every series and movies.
We'd have to count everything.
Yes.
So much content.
Yeah. Like I said, we would die. But it is, I believe, the season finale of season 2 of Stargate, with the episode Out of Mind. Now, Brain Amoeba, after you've seen, they've been to 1969. They've had their show and tells. They've had their false steps. What do you think Out of Mind means?
So, I've got 2 possible theories.
Okay.
This is either an episode about astral projection, where somebody is going to project themselves out of their mind. My money is on Daniel, because all the smart people things happen to him.
That's a fair guess.
Or this is an invisibility episode, referencing out of sight, out of mind.
Are you just saying that just because you're obsessed with the movie Invisible Man and will not
shut the fuck up?
You will not stop talking about it, not stop referencing it, and I am tired. That movie, while great, you need to stop referencing it.
The Invisible Man, black and white, classic. The 2020 remake,
also good.
Better than average.
Yeah, better than that. It's not as good as the black and white Invisible Man, but it was still a pretty enjoyable film.
If that had been the first in the series, we'd probably be having a different conversation about the Dark Universe. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think, you know what? There are movies in the Dark Universe I didn't mind. I know that's not very the highest praise, but I did enjoy Dracula Untold. Apparently, I was like the only one. It wasn't the best Dracula movie ever done, but it was still interesting. But yeah, we didn't get more of anything because, the Mummy remake had to be so bad.
Yep, they done fucked it up.
Yeah. But anyway, are you ready to get into it?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's slam ourselves together. Look at that. We did it. And my entire screen will be shared. I heard you. I heard you join.
This is the season finale, isn't it, actually?
I believe it is. I believe it is the season finale. I thought I said that. I doubt there's 26 episodes in season 2.
I was too busy thinking about the Invisible Man to be listening.
That's fair. Like I said, you're obsessed, unhealthily so.
He's very easy to find fan art for. My walls are covered in Invisible Man fan art. Can't you see them? They're all there.
It's so stupid. This is the dumbest thing in the world. I know what episode this is.
It's another sensory deprivation tank.
They are everywhere. They're ubiquitous.
They're gonna fish Niles out of there.
Yeah, Niles joins. They all come together. That's the twist.
Beginning reversal?
It's being reversed. It's in progress.
Yeah, you don't reverse it instantly.
Trying to I know who I know that actor from. He's Russell Dunbar's father in Rules of Engagement. Probably something that I shouldn't recognize him from. He's in other stuff. That's what I can think of easily.
I know that guy.
Do you? Who is he?
He's Jack McNeil.
It's
Jack
okay, Colonel
McNeil.
Neal.
That sounds
You're in
correct.
the SGC. You're gonna be fine. No, don't try to speak, Colonel. Give it some time.
He's got hibernation sickness.
Yeah, because he's been in hibernation.
This is Dr. Raleigh.
Maybe we can try to answer some of the questions that are probably weighing heavily on your mind.
Yeah. My
First
question
of
is,
all,
what
I
is going on?
Inform you that everyone in your team, Dr. Daniel Jackson, Captain
Let me
Samantha
pull up my
Carter,
glasses.
and a
Yeah,
general.
it's like who are those people?
Yeah, they're all dead.
As a matter of fact, I imagine everyone you ever knew is probably gone now.
Fantastic
Everyone you
bedside manner. Fantastic. A+.
20.
Welcome back, Jack. Everyone you know and love is dead. Good luck, kid.
Do you still have any of the mac and cheese though?
Yeah. Is The Simpsons still airing? Yeah.
I don't think they can stop at this point.
They've recycled the entire cast twice because they all keep dying.
It's not like South Park where like the creators only keep doing it because they keep getting more and more insane amounts of money. The Simpsons is going off of its own perpetual motion at this point.
This is the last time we'll have this intro.
Yeah, we'll have a new intro next year.
Next year.
Season. Next season. Well, it's a year for them.
So one hell of a hiatus that I'm just now hearing about.
Sorry. when I think season, I think years. That's my brain.
By the way, Brandon, I took the Antarctica job. What? This is how I'm finding out?
Yes, this is how you're finding out. I'm moving to Antarctica.
I did it live on air for the content, Brain Amoeba.
For the views. It is something I consider every now and then, no joke. I would learn a lot.
Understandable.
People would be relying on me to, make, because the plumbing's also how the place gets heated. So if I fail, everyone freezes.
I know you. I know you perform well under pressure.
Yeah.
You were sent back to the Stargate.
I won't come back having either a horrific drug or alcohol problem.
Your CO at the time, General Hammond and Dr. Fraser, felt that to thaw you without the proper technology would probably kill you. They put you in a deep freeze until such time as the technology was developed to safely revive you.
Look at how military dress has changed.
Colonel, do you have any idea what happened to you on that planet?
It looks like generic future sci-fi military uniform. Battlestar Galactica, like the original, not the remake.
I prefer not to answer any more questions. Walk around.
Is he still official military? Did you get cryogenically frozen? Are you retired? Discharged?
Yeah.
I mean, would that freeze your service contract?
I don't know.
From these machines for a limited time, can't you, Doctor?
That might be a good question,
But it needs
actually.
thermionic infusion for his tissues to recover properly.
I'll have him back.
Has there ever been like a military officer in like a coma? And they have to figure like, well, does he stay and what?
I bet there has to have been.
There's no place like Holmes.
Yeah, I'm not liking this clothes. Look at that.
How
That's
many SG
gross.
teams are there now?
Yeah, I was about to say disgusting.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
Flying off world colonies. So we finally did that, huh? Populated other planets.
Affirmative.
General,
We're spreading like a plague
what happened?
across the galaxy.
You didn't make it.
So
I got
I watched a lot of TV. Did my
didn't
bank
get
account
back.
really accrue a fuck
That's
ton
what
of
I thought
interest?
it
Am I
was.
rich now?
Am I
The
rich
bodies
now?
were sent back, but they were already dead. I'm sorry, Colonel.
Do we still use dollars? Does America still exist, actually?
Yeah, what is the currency? Do we just use fun bucks now?
It's Bitcoin. Everyone else was wrong.
Everyone else. We went the way of El Salvador. We use Bitcoin now.
Yeah.
I believe it's El Salvador is one of the countries that bases its currency
Yes.
on Bitcoin.
Yes. Yeah. Move that surely does not scream desperation.
Well, it's not like their currency wasn't problematic
sir.
before.
I remember Intel suggested the planet we were going to was ruled by a Gould. But I don't remember anything after we stepped through that gate.
Oh,
Think
yeah.
of any reason why the Gould might have saved your life and sent you back?
Is this Gould fuckery? Is he in a dream right now, being dream interrogated?
I don't know. Is it?
Is that why it's called Out of Mind?
Was able to beat back the Gould in order to do so. We'd love to know who could do that.
So would I, sir.
We have a new technology that might help you remember. We'd like to give it a try if you feel up to it.
You know. We
We
got new
have a
technology.
memory-
We can dig around in your
have-
brain.
We have a memory extractor.
Sure.
Who doesn't love memory extraction? I sure don't.
Started right away. Our outpost.
They got little comm badges like they're in Star Trek.
Frankly, was-
Well, in the future, everyone's got comm badges.
I'm hoping
Elon Musk was wrong. Neuralink doesn't take off.
Us now.
All those dead monkeys, no reason.
Well, you know what they say. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
The
that's
technology
right.
gift from the Tok'ra.
We're still
The
friends.
Tok'ra have a memory extractor?
What a beneficial alliance.
Just now.
And it looks like a push pin?
Yeah, you just push it right in there. You just shove it in your temple.
God, what is that?
It's okay, Colonel. It's in. It's all the pain.
The
you-
Chinese were right. That's your chi
Say.
point. I'm unlocking your memory chi.
Is that where the chi point is?
As the Tok'ra explained it, this device.
Doubtful.
stimulates
Yeah, I
nervous
don't think
energy
that's correct.
I
eyes.
don't think memory chi is a thing either. So.
I don't
No,
think
it's
that
a
is your
device here, protects the
what
mind's
seventh
eyes seeing
chakra?
holographically.
You would.
If I remember your chakras correct, the seventh is
All
your
you have to
head.
do is focus your thoughts and
All right, where are the
Right
chi
memories
points?
to
There's
see.
got to be one near your temple like that.
Right,
There's
yeah.
no reason there wouldn't be.
we'll lead you
I
through.
think
it.
it's just in your head
It's
generally.
kind of like a high-tech
I
version.
believe
of
it's your. I believe
hypnosis.
it's right in the middle of your
We've
forehead. It's
introduced
your
a very
mind's
light
eye,
sedative
isn't it?
through those tubes, and you should be feeling.
There are 360 chi points arranged in meridians.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Great. Let's get going.
chi points are different than
Start by
chakras.
concentrating on what.
I'm getting like actual science stuff about pressure points, but that's not what I want. I want nonsense.
You what?
It's-
Are you saying that chi points aren't science,
No.
sir? How
I am
dare
a-
you?
that special scene in Iron Man 2 with the Chinese doctor and the acupuncture, nonsense.
Dead.
Well, look, it's the Knox. We're going back. We're back. We're going back to the future.
You guys are good enough now. We can talk. We can be friends.
They're just jerks.
Themselves invisible.
Not just themselves.
Everything.
Before you go, O'Neill, there is something we would have you see.
Look at this. I can do magic. Invisibility spell gone.
Check this shit out, Jack. I know you're working through a lot right now, but
You're not.
here we go. The list of acupuncture points.
I prefer him as a Ferengi.
Let's see. I think Near your temple would be
But they have the
the
technology to make themselves.
TW meridian,
Could be a very powerful weapon against the ghoul. Could it?
which means
But they'd never use it. In
what?
that.
What?
I gotta decipher this chart.
Sense.
Fucking pain in the ass.
Well, maybe you should just know your chi points, sir.
Can you think of anyone else who could?
How do you not?
ruled?
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's a legend. Okay, so that's an orangey line. The orangey line is the second fire phase meridian.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is
It's the Asgard.
Thor's chariot.
An Asgard mothership. I've heard him described in Jafar legend.
It ain't legend no more, son. Gone. Dead.
Flashback time.
It saves on budget, sir.
Yeah.
This is why it's the finale. They ran out of money.
Didn't we have a clip show last season?
It was right before the finale, yeah. Like the episode before the finale, there was the clip. Yeah. I mean, you have to remember back in like the shows that had a continuous storyline. Back in the day, almost every season had at least one like recap.
Nothing but good things.
Because people forget. They couldn't look online yet to know.
Hand-holdy nonsense.
What did you learn?
That your species has great potential.
If you're not keeping a detailed diary of your TV watching journeys, are you even properly watching TV?
Why do you have to keep a diary? I have a TV guide, sir.
This is what Leslie Nielsen was talking about. Some people can't handle storytelling through a visual medium.
The furlings.
When did Leslie Nielsen say that?
And the ancients. The builders.
When he was talking about people's inability to handle the original Naked Gun.
Well, again, I think you and I have both realized why. Because you have to pay attention to that show. Otherwise, you are lost. I think the saddest thing that when it went from TV show to movie, what we lost was the shoe shiner who knew everything. I love the shoes. I love that bit.
I remember 3 of them. He helped the firefighters fight the fire.
He helped the surgeon do neurosurgery.
It was heart surgery.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Folks.
And he helped the priest find out whether or not there was life after death.
Yeah. What do you know about life after death? I don't know. I don't know if I know anything. Priest says $20. Well, you see.
So he said, "Are we talking?" And he had 2 things. I can't even remember what the line was, but.
And he was never in the movies, and that was a great bit. That was just a great bit.
And there was the baseball one where he did something that was probably too context dependent for the time.
The 5th ray.
Oh,
He talked about a specific trade.
Yeah, because I think it was about a specific sports team.
Yeah,
baseball team, obviously.
And that's 4. I think there was only 6 episodes, so.
Great show, but yeah,
Naked Gun, the TV show, fantastic.
It was Police Squad, sir.
Police Squad, yeah.
That's why the first Naked Gun was from the files of Police Squad.
Some sort of meeting place where 4 alien races, denoted by the symbols and distinctive writing on the wall,
and we've not met. We never meet the Furlings.
Like a United Nations
I think they're only referenced in the books.
Catherine agrees.
You're right. I would have.
This looks familiar.
What about the tabletop RPG?
I think they're referenced in that one too. Wow. I never read too much into it because it's D20, 3.5 D20 based, and I have problems with D20 systems. I feel like slamming everything into D20 systems is a mistake.
Daniel, does this mean anything?
What's going on here?
If this
What am I looking at?
Mecca of sorts, an alien United Nations, this has to
Well, those are 2 different things. Alien United Nations is different than Mecca.
It was both. It was a place where they all had to meet, and they had to go there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, the yearly. Could you imagine that? What are you doing? Going to my yearly pilgrimage to the UN building.
Yeah, to the UN.
How do you ensure universal communication?
You gotta go. You're supposed to go at least once in your lifetime. I go every year.
The blue hats will come and get me if I don't go. Aren't you the president? Can't be helped.
Can't be helped. They're the UN. They're above me. What?
Yeah. I'm just a nation. They are the United Nations. What can one man do against 195 other countries?
He's had enough for now.
It's too much.
Just let him rest.
Thank you.
He's all memoried out, I guess.
Yeah, you know, when too much memory gets drawn.
We'll resume later.
He's getting the blue milk.
It makes him go to dreamy land.
I can see why, because that's a fuck ton.
How many CCs? We go by liters here. You go by what?
Yeah.
we give our drugs in liters. I'm sorry. That seems slightly incorrect.
We measure it by McDonald's takeout cup sizes. He's getting an extra large.
Unfortunately, when they got rid of the super size, we had to get rid of the super size.
Yeah, we lost a lot of people when we couldn't give that amount of medicine.
It's okay,
A lot of people died that day.
Yeah, a lot of people died.
That documentary guy, irresponsible, killed so many people.
I said, couldn't we give them like 2 mediums? And they said no. Protocol didn't allow it.
Yeah. They're not allowed to order. Can you go to McDonald's and order 2 of a drink? No. One drink per person. That is a very specific McDonald's rule. I don't think that's very specific McDonald's rule.
Sam is the only one person who gets touched.
It's okay, Dr. Carter.
It's because she's a
You're
woman.
in the SGC. You're going to be fine.
If I remember anything about any HR class I've taken, you never touch a man, but always touch a woman.
That's the correct way. Touch a man, straight to HR.
Exactly. But if you touch a woman, it's all fine.
How does that feel, Captain? Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm remembering that correctly.
It hurts a little. Listen, is this really necessary?
I've been to a lot of HR memory meetings, and I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
Because Captain Carter,
I go to every single one,
be a very
mandatorily.
against Apophis. Apophis, isn't he dead? Well, of course he is. We're merely trying to stimulate the region of your memory that involves doing battle with the Gould.
Yeah.
They fucked it up.
Battles.
Isn't he dead?
Okay.
Yes.
Tell me how you defeated Apophis.
I don't like how you said that as a question mark.
Well, we gated to what we thought was their home base, but we ended up on a Gould mothership.
We blew
It's home of a sword.
We blew them up. How do you kill things?
Oh, great.
We're Americans. We know how to solve things with bombs.
I achieved it through violence.
Yep.
As they say in the Special Forces, violence of action is how we solve that problem.
It appears we were aboard a Goa'uld transport.
Do you not know how to kill?
Hyperlaunch.
Yeah, humanity in the future. It's grown soft. What does it mean to kill?
I've seen that movie. It's called Demolition Man.
It's a good movie. I've turned around on it. Because I think I remember watching it and going, I don't like this movie. This movie's bad.
Really?
I think my problem with it's the pacing. It's got bad pacing.
Yeah, not incorrect. But it's Sylvester Stallone at his schlockiest.
Which, I'm not a big Sylvester Stallone fan. I'm gonna be honest.
Peak Sylvester Stallone is when he was having his fight with Schwarzenegger, because it made him do stupid shit.
I think the best thing was when Schwarzenegger makes fun of Stallone in Twins.
Twins. Brandon compares their biceps and laughs. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the best. That was such a funny.
Twins is a fever dream.
I just love that they've been trying to make a sequel to it since it came out, and they've been failing.
Actually, I should look into that. Is that still a thing that's going to happen?
Such a good movie because they committed to that bit. They had a stupid idea and they committed to it, and I love it for that.
Yeah, it is. You get in there and it's like, yeah, no, this is the premise of the movie. You accept it or you get the fuck out.
Yeah. Which, honestly, that's a hallmark of either that's never a hallmark of a mid movie. It's a hallmark of a really good movie or a really bad movie. Is when they commit to their bit. It's when they halfway decide, wait a second, maybe this was ridiculous, and then they stop committing to it, that problems arise. That's what makes The Room so great. Because he committed. That was a 100% commit movie. It's just committed awfully.
The end of Apophis. Well, the beginning of the end, yes. His forces were so weakened that another Goa'uld eventually got him.
So if it wasn't Apophis, what other Goa'uld could it be?
Well, there seems to be a lot of them. So-called.
This memory screen is red. The other memory screen was blue.
Roy G. Biv. Look at him, smug in his shield.
Dare challenge me?
Think about it.
What about this? Will this work?
Yeah, work. Knife goes through shield.
You'll pay for this insolence.
It goes
Just
slow enough.
Slow enough. Yep.
Their shields are like the Dune shields.
We must praise you and gift him.
From the company that made up the slightly faster gun, comes the slightly slower gun.
It goes slow enough to go past their Dune shields.
Go slow enough to go past the Goa'uld shield. But what if I want to shoot an observer? Then you need the slightly faster
gun.
It goes slightly just fast enough that they can't just swat your bullet out of the air.
She
took off her bra to reveal another bra.
As you do when you're a sexy Goa'uld god.
Do not worry yourself.
Faster gun. Peak fiction
Enjoy
technology.
the rich rewards that come with
Massive
what we are
dynamic.
giving you.
We think of
will
everything.
Cherish the good health and long life.
You know what they never explained to this day? The symbol on the ground that sticks in an observer that's basically magic.
I wonder if September's Notebook did. Let's find out.
But if we draw this symbol, they can't escape. What?
We demand that the woman you call Carter be brought before us so that we may gain retribution.
Captain Carter does deserve to be punished, my queen, but she does not know what she is doing. I beg of you.
She knows not what she does.
She deserves no mercy from us. She will make amends with her death.
They're all asleep now.
I don't think so.
She delivered that line as well as Christopher Lambert.
You will not fail us again.
Man, the Mortal Kombat movie in the 90s was just peak.
Nobody really knows. No, they didn't. They never explained it. Are the observers bad in Fringe? Yes.
What? Someone asked that question? Did they not watch season 5?
Yes, I have no idea how old this is. Believe it or not, there's not a lot of Fringe action going on.
It's one of those things that when you when you run into someone that also
Nothing, I
knows
just-
Fringe, it's like, oh
I
hey,
really need to know exactly what happened to my friends.
As
I
said,
got a guy that ran a
they're
LARP,
sent back
and I also
They were
LARPed
already
with.
dead. That's all I know.
One time I
about
saw his
General Hammond?
laptop, and it had the Alternate
happy to
Universe
report
Fringe
that
Division
we're right
sticker
there
on it. I
with
was like,
the
oh,
other three.
Fringe Division.
Yep.
So everyone I ever knew basically is gone.
I'm afraid so.
They're all dead. I killed them. I mean, they died tragically.
I'm afraid that in your rage, you killed them.
It's okay. It's okay. You're in the SGC, Teal'c.
Good to have you back, too.
Easy, easy.
Where the fuck is everybody else?
You know, I actually really liked the third Stargate. Jesus.
Good question.
Like the third Star
We were
Wars
hoping
movie,
you could
Revenge of
tell
the
us.
Sith. I did not have the rage that everyone else had at the nose scene.
I mean, yeah, that's a pretty big bummer to be told. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you didn't return, we sent us.
I
Your
mean,
family's dead.
the
Your
only
family's
problem,
dead, bro.
the only problem I had is that she died of sadness. It's like, really?
Was a
We assumed
died of a
that-
broken heart. Where did you get your degree in poetry?
I mean, the thing is, that is a real thing that does happen, though. It's just
I think it is
called
a
broken heart
statistical-
syndrome, isn't it?
Yes, I think it is also a statistical thing that, like if your spouse
I would
dies,
plan it immediately to search
broken heart syndrome, I think, is different.
Can't let you do that, Teal.
That was good music.
General Hammond, I will not remain idle while my friend may be in danger on this planet.
You're not in charge of me. I'm still a civilian. I'm going in.
That is not possible. My symbiote would have awakened me long before the period of 3 weeks.
We're barely alive, Teal'c. With substantial internal injury.
Barely alive means not dead, though.
Fraser
I'm going
spent
in.
most of the 3 weeks at your side. I'm convinced it was her refusal to give up that kept you alive.
Basically, you literally almost died.
Dr. Fraser. General Hammond, permit me to return to this planet to search out my friends. If their bodies were not found by my side, then they are prisoners.
If they're prisoners, they're long
More
gone.
than 90% of reported cases
We
of
sent
broken
out
heart
UAVs
syndrome
to
are women
our
between
best
58 and
rescue
75.
team. Nothing but scorched earth. There was no trace of it.
Really?
They could be moved to any ghoul straw.
Let's see here.
I guess that's
think-
true. Like the
the
couple of times that I've ran into older men that their wives have died, they're okay.
I understand your desire to do something, anything for us. You want
Experts think that surging stress hormones essentially stun the heart, triggering changes in heart muscle cells or coronary blood vessels that prevent the left ventricle from contracting effectively.
And it is with great regret that I must leave this world and return to my people.
You mean you want to leave the SGC?
Yep. Later, bitch.
There's no reason for me to be here. All my friends are gone.
I can't let you do that, Teal'c.
Am I a slave? A prisoner here?
General Hammond, I hereby respectfully inform you
of my resignation
that I must take my leave of the SGC.
He's turning in his jacket at
Yeah,
SGC property.
For I am no longer under your command.
He doesn't have a badge to turn in, just a jacket.
Yeah.
I can't
Doesn't have a gun either.
You represent too great a security risk.
General Hammond, I would die before divulging any information concerning this world. I believe you know that.
Look, he's crying. He's very sad.
Yeah.
All his friends are dead.
I will depart in 1 hour.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm Audi 5000.
Look, he did a little tricksy to him. He
That's
pinched the
honestly
tube.
probably. That's honestly something they probably teach you in
Rock, 3-0.
Do you really have to be taught to bend a tube that's putting liquid inside you?
Yeah. That's top secret. That's top secret tech.
Oh, top secret techniques that they only teach the specialist to people.
That's right, like the Heimlich countermaneuver.
The Heimlich countermaneuver.
Oh, do you not know that part of Portal? Portal 2? The Heimlich countermaneuver is something that they invented, Aperture Science invented. It's what you do to stop somebody else from giving somebody choking the Heimlich maneuver.
That does sound like Aperture. Aperture was filled of... Cave Johnson was an asshole.
It was a technique that the CIA used very often, according to the game.
There's so much insane stuff that Cave Johnson says in Portal 2 that it's hard to remember everything he says.
You know, I always have a special. All of the robots are given a copy of the 3 laws of robotics to share. They have an empathy chip and an empathy suppressor chip to stop them from feeling emotions that they've been programmed to feel.
Yeah, Aperture was wild.
I've learned a lot from you too, Teal'c. So where are you going?
But you know what I can say about Aperture? They did not doom all of humanity like Black Mesa did.
Infinite Testing, the DLC, in the alternate universe where Cave Johnson took over Black Mesa, he stops that experiment immediately.
Oh, Cave Johnson says this experiment is a bridge too far.
Yeah, he specifically mentions he said the boys in the lab tell me this could trigger something called a resonance cascade. Sounds terrible. I'm canceling it.
While Cave Johnson did horrific things, he did not doom humanity.
Yep.
Or at least allow, Half-Life 1 and 2 to happen. Which, if I remember correctly, the Combine's only an enemy in Half-Life 2? It's
the
just
Combine's taken over Earth in Half-Life 2.
Yeah, but like Half-Life 1, it's just like generic dimensional beings, right?
Yeah, it's not very specific. You get higher ups in Half-Life 2.
Yeah. I did not play a lot of Half-Life 1 or 2 because I didn't like them. Harsh opinion.
Yeah, Portal is the better Valve series. Portal 3 win, Valve.
As we all know, Valve cannot make a third of any game. They stop at 2.
Can I get a 2.5 where I play as like Wheatley?
That was the joke with Half-Life Alyx. It's like, now you get ready for Half-Life, Alyx. Have you ever heard that song by the Chalk Eaters?
No.
It's time to count to 3.
I've never heard of the Chalk Eaters.
Oh, they're a really good YouTube band. I call them that because they are actually a band in real life, but they got for me, and I think they got world famous on YouTube. But their first big hit was the Todd Howard "It Just Works" song, and then they did a big collaboration for "It's Time to Count to 3," which included Stupendium and the original voice for Gladys. And it's good. I'd encourage you to look it up. It's a good video and a good song.
I do like the juxtaposition of Jack just wandering around in a pretty dapper suit in this sci-fi environment.
What I always like about the Goa'uld sci-fi environments is it's like a weird sci-fi. Because it's also like Egypt. It's like ancient aliens, Egyptian stuff.
Mm-hmm. They really went for it. Like, what does this make? What makes this set sci-fi? Everything's white.
There's
I made everything sterile.
The future is sterile, without children, like the Japanese have foretold.
I've seen that episode of SpongeBob. In the future, everything is chrome.
Where the flower pops up in the immediately spray can at chrome.
Yep.
future. He's gonna
You
give
gotta
him a
look away
smack.
respectfully.
He's gotta sneak up on him.
Gotta give him the Vulcan nerve pinch. Oh no, there's a convenient heavy object.
There's always a convenient heavy object. You just gotta find the convenient heavy object.
Sorry, Buster.
He's gotta work his way up to it.
He's never killed a man with his bare hands.
I'm pretty sure Jack has.
He's always impersonally done it with a gun.
But now he has bare hands.
There's distance between you and the action of death. You're pulling the trigger. It's the bullet that kills him. But when you just clobber a man to death with a cylinder, that's you. You've done it.
I'm pretty sure we've seen him melee people.
I have not once seen him play Smash Brothers.
Oh, fair enough.
Who do you think Jack mains?
Jack strikes me as a Dark Pit player.
Really?
Yeah.
Goes right through his shoulder into the concrete.
Teal'c is a Donkey Kong. That's.
Oh, Teal'c mains Donkey Kong?
Teal'c is a Donkey Kong.
But why not Diddy Kong? Why Donkey Kong?
Bigger and stronger.
Oh. Not King K. Rool?
We'll pull up the Melee roster here.
Actually, I don't know if Dark Pit was in Melee.
We'll find out. He was not.
He's Ice Climbers then. I know they were in Melee.
Yeah, they are.
Because they were broken in Melee.
Samantha is definitely a Samus.
You would think that, but in reality, Peach.
Really?
Yeah.
The real question, though, is who does Daniel play?
Daniel is my man. Daniel is based
He could
in
be
Chad, so he's
He could
Kirby.
be Dr. Mario.
No, he's Kirby.
He's Kirby?
He's Kirby. As all based and red pill players are. Because there's nothing better than flying up and then turning into a rocket and slamming into somebody.
That is my go-to move, is Kirby. That and the hammer.
The hammer's great. The sword is also pretty good, and if you're really good at positioning and swallowing people and shooting them off screen is pretty good too.
Oh, I know, Chomsky. I know. It's all just so terrible.
He's confused.
They made identical sets.
I don't understand. They said.
They're old, Daniel.
Yeah, yeah.
What year is it?
1990.
We've been kidnapped again, Daniel.
Hoax.
Big hoax.
Yep.
I'd say so. I have more questions, but that can wait.
I'm questioning a lot right now, but all right.
Answer me
He
honestly.
doesn't get a
guys.
cool white pair of white clothes.
Am I naked, guys? Can you see my junk?
Well, that's not a door.
They Winchester mansioned it.
Damn cost cutter.
Facade is obviously part of a bigger Goa'uld facility, complete with Horus and Serpent guards.
It's a Potemkin SGC.
Alliance, isn't it?
Is that a real gate?
It's all props. Hollywood make-believe.
Deserted.
Guess they figure they don't need to keep up the act.
Also, they took Daniel's glasses. Did you know?
It's fake.
Yeah, there's no power.
I think I see your issue.
I don't understand. Who would have spent enough time in the base to be able to reproduce in this kind of detail?
Hathor?
You don't think Apophis.
Silence!
Nope, you got it. You got it in one.
Oh, I was.
It's
so
the sexy
hoping I
goddess.
would see you again.
Oops.
But we have indeed missed you, our beloved.
She's still got a thing for Daniel.
Do you think that we would go to these lengths if you were not already immune to that organism?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I'm not the scientist here.
We managed to lure them from the remote outposts of our enemies.
Can we go?
We are quietly building our forces before the system lords even know that we are alive. But doing so is difficult when we have to operate with limited knowledge of the state of the Empire.
We don't know what's going on.
I needed a mission. I needed a briefing from you. You're free to go now.
Where we come in, right?
We know more than you do.
Perhaps.
I wouldn't say it like that.
We are prepared to offer you a life of luxury as servants in our royal court for sharing information.
You'll get so much food, guys.
Deny us, and you will not enjoy the alternative.
You know,
Who are you?
you really should do something about the breath.
That's just rude.
Why don't we contact the Asgard so that we might align with their forces?
They'd laugh.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out. We want to align with the Asgard.
It hasn't been invented yet, but the Necron's saying gaze upon this. That's okay.
Yeah, the gays.
The information that we desire.
It's probably my favorite bits from TTS. We sent the Necrons a season. It says, "Hey, gaze upon this."
Itself at a most fortuitous time.
Just gonna take this out.
Oh, yeah.
Here is ready for a host.
Yeah, that's what I want. Is one of those inside me.
Tell us.
It's just what I never wanted.
One of you shall it be?
Not me.
Did they cliffhanger their? Did they? I was gonna say, did they cliffhanger their season end?
I think they did.
Let's see here.
To be fair, they did that. They did that at the end of season 1 too, because it ends with it. Season 1 ends with them being in front of Earth, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not the first time they did that.
Yeah. No, this is the end of the season.
All right, I thought it was. So yeah, cliffhanger. You bet they better be. There better be another season. The twist there is.
Yeah,
this is not like what they do with Stargate Universe, where they go and cliffhanger, and you go, all right, is there gonna be another season? Well, we want to do a movie. You want to do a movie. So you got approved.
In a perfect world.
In a perfect world.
What do you mean in a perfect world?
I would like for you to finish this. Well, so would we. I don't like the answers you're giving me. But all right, how did that make you feel?
I felt things.
Oh, what kind of things?
So many.
Innumerable things? Could they be numered?
Feelings.
So they could not be numered.
They could not.
Fair enough. All right, well, join us tomorrow for Sailor Moon Sunday, which is still canon, right?
Yes, we continue our canon journey.
Where we're going to be getting new enemies because I think all the sisters are cured now, right?
Yes, because we did... The last episode we did was for friendship, right?
I think so.
Because that was... No, it was Cold-Hearted Rubius.
Yeah, where he goes, you're all just pawns. And
we are doing UFO appears. The Sailor Guardians are abducted. Because I always get fucked up because we see scenes from the next episode at the end of our last episode. So I'm like, what episode did we last see?
We're and after that's the Pluto episode, right?
No, it's so yeah, we are so we did a UFO appears, so we're at 74, defeat Rubius, a battle in space, and then a mysterious new. Let me just look this. What fucking episode did we watch last? God damn.
We're very organized here at Coldfrost Commentary. We're not doing this at all by the seat of our pants.
Okay, we watched Ami versus Berthier and the Tragic Sisters. Shut up. Okay, yeah, so it is a UFO appears, the Sailor Guardians abducted, and defeat Rubius, a battle in space.
Okay, and then after that is Sailor Pluto.
Yes.
So we don't get Sailor Pluto yet.
No.
We don't get anyone we can be safe and going. Oh, there we go. There's a waifu.
Yeah, we are not at the safe waifus yet.
One day. Anyway, all right. Join us tomorrow for that. While we will know what episodes to watch, because before I post the streams, look at what episodes we watched previous, because that's the minimum amount of work I can do. Join us for that then. See y'all then later.
Bye for now.